Hi friends, I hope you all are doing great. It's me, Nikki, here to share with you my journey as we go through this process of refreshing our master bedroom. So let's get started. So many of you know, a few years back, Mike and I refreshed our master bedroom, and we did a lot to it to make it the space that we love, but I want to share with some tips on how we're refreshing the space. So the first thing that I am doing in this space is I'm determining our desires, and I like to go through my home and determine what we want the space to feel like, how we want it to function, and how we're going to refresh it. And that way we really stay in love with our home. I want to focus today solely on our built-in here. This is a built-in that Mike did several years ago. And so I'm going through and I'm thinking about how I want to update the space to keep the function that we need there and how to make it absolutely beautiful, because it is a focal point in the room. When we're laying on our bed, this is what we're looking at, and I want it to stay refreshed. So, of course, we then start with the decluttering process. And as far as with the bookcase here, it's simple. Take everything off. Have a clean palette there. I have my canvas so that now I know that I'm only putting back things that are going to stay there that function currently for our current lifestyle. And I love it when I can clear out a space and then re-implement the things in there, because it really makes the process easier. So, of course, you have that empty space. So, it's time for me to go through and take advantage of that and really give it a good cleaning. Because a lot of times when we're cleaning our bookcases and things, we're kind of dusting around them, and it's very rare that they may get a really detailed cleaning. So, when you're emptying any space, whether it's a cabinet or a bookcase, take the time to really give it a great cleaning. And that's the perfect time to really deep clean the space. Now for the fun part, organizing and refreshing the space and introducing the new items that are going to be into the space, which aren't necessarily new items. This was already on the bookcase, and I'm keeping a lot of the items that were there. But when you refresh, it's not about buying new things. It's just about refreshing the space, and that could mean actually just moving things around. These plants here, they're artificial, and I want to move into more real plants in my home because I'm doing really well with it, friends. Many of you know, I don't have a green thumb, but it's getting better. But I did have these two artificial plants. One here I got from Z Gallery, and the other three I had got from Hobby Lobby several years ago. But I do like them, so I'm keeping them for now implemented in the space until I find the perfect real plants that I want to kind of integrate into the space. I haven't quite found that yet. So when I do the final reveal of the bedroom, I should have the whole finished product so you can see how it ends up in the decisions that I end up making. But for now, I switched the ends. I took the plants and I put the three on the opposite end that they were, and then I put the other ones on the opposite end. And then it was about implementing some things that were current in our life, putting the books that we recently read or that we're currently reading in the space. And a lot of times with books, we kind of accumulate books over the years and we never look at them, we never touch them, they mean nothing to us. It's about clearing those out and really keeping what's current to your current life. And then I knew I wanted to warm up the space with gray wood tones, because I'm loving that in my office also, along with putting the function of a drop dish. So finding what functions and what makes it beautiful in the space is key, because when I wanted to beautify the space, I wanted to keep some of the items, but I also wanted to incorporate more picture frames, and this gave me the opportunity to put new items that are inexpensive into the refreshed bookcase. So you'll see a little bit of just a tidbit of new items just to give it a great refresh and bring in the new tones that I'm trying to bring into the space. I'm not changing my color palette. I love whites, I love grays, but I'm warming it up with a gray wood tone because, again, this is a bedroom for both my husband and I, so that really helps bring a little masculine feel to the space. And so I love the white and I love the silver, and I love a little bling, and so keeping that in the space also was very important for me as far as my desires in the space. So again, I wanted it to be a combination that would, really be beautiful to not only myself, but also to my husband, Mike. And so just a little bit of tweaks here. And I'm probably gonna make a few little tweaks. I got new baskets. I like to put catch-all baskets, one on my side, one on his side, so that we can put the things, our personal things, in our individual baskets. I also am getting photos printed to kind of update the photography. That's a great way to refresh your space, is to kind of remove pictures and move pictures around. Even if you move them in different parts of the home and just change them out in your frames, it can give a whole nother feel. This is a vase that we drop our loose change in, and it really functions well, so it stayed in the space. So friends, really by clearing out this bookcase and thinking about how we live currently, what are the things that we love seeing? What are the books that we're currently kind of, loving? We love reading things about dogs and, things that are currently going on in our life, and refreshing the space. It really turned out great. I also want to remind you, my book is out for pre-order. Thank you for everyone who has ordered. I'll put the link in the description box. Definitely get your copy. I also want to remind you about my pet channel. If you don't have subscribed, Bentley and Albert would love for you to subscribe to the channel. We have been having a lot of fun on that channel, and they are just something else, and you will have a lot of fun there. Along with my third channel, At Work with Nikki, where I share work tips for small business owners and kind of my journey, just all kinds of stuff as it relates to work life. So friends, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're doing great. I will see you at the next video, and this is Nikki saying goodbye.